Hello friends, and welcome back to the Dream Channel. Excited to have you guys here today. We are going to be talking about the best graphic novels. And one of the things I love about graphic novels is that if you have a reluctant reader at home, if you're a teacher and you have a reluctant reader at school, graphic novels are the perfect solution. Okay, so most of you have probably already heard of Dork Diaries, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, maybe even the Smile series, but I'm going to be talking today about some books that maybe you haven't heard of. All right, guys, we're going to jump right in here. The first book on our list is called Giants Beware, The Chronicles of Claudette. Thus far, there are 3 books in this graphic novel series, and if your kiddos love excitement, they love fractured fairy tales, they are going to love this feisty little redhead and her sidekicks Marie and Gaston. They have set out to escape their boring world and right some wrongs. Rolling right along, this takes us to our second book recommendation, and it is entitled Bug Boys. Thus far, there are 2 Bug Boy books in the graphic novel series, and this book I would say would be wonderful for kids that are 7 to 10, unless you have a younger, more independent reader. In that case, it would work really well for them as well. The adventurous and funny Bug Boys find a treasure map, and they are celebrating their coming of age, and they are called upon to negotiate a peace deal between bees and termites. These bugs model the importance of friendship, and who doesn't love that? All right, rolling right along to our third book recommendation. It is the Stig and Tilde series. Thus far, there are 3 books in this graphic novel series, and it is great for kids on the older end of the 7 to 12 range that are fascinated with mysteries. In the first book, Vanisher's Island, we meet the twins, Stig and Tilde, who are taking off in a motorboat. And according to local tradition, when a child turns 14, they have to spend a month with other kids at a local island practicing their survival skills. But their boat is caught in a storm, and they wash up on an island that seems empty. Or is it? The other 2 books in this series are called Leader of the Pack and The Loser Squad. All right, that takes us to book recommendation number 4. This one is entitled Olympians. There are at least 11 in this series, and again, age range 7 to 12. This is an action-packed, fast-paced, high-drama series with fantasy adventures, monsters, romance, and the occasional explosion. O'Connor's vibrant art brings ancient tales to life in a perfect fusion of superhero aesthetics with ancient Greek mythology. All right, book number 5 on our list is Hilda and Troll. Hilda is a fearless young heroine who lives in a mysterious, magical world filled with trolls, giants, and other dangerous creatures. Hilda's most endearing quality, though, may be her ability to make the most unlikely friends. Currently, there are 6 books in this series, and there's also a Netflix series based on Hilda, and the publisher has produced several books based on episodes in the series that are illustrated but are not graphic novels. All right, friends, number 6 on our list is Sunny Side Up. There are currently 3 books in this series, and it is set in the 1970s. You remember back when you were a latchkey kid, you were able to run the streets at your leisure, you had to make up your own fun. Well, it is amazing how fascinated our kiddos are with this time period. So Sunny is a little girl who is 10 years old, and she has traveled by plane to go and see her grandfather in a retirement community, and of course he lives in none other than Florida. So this story focuses on Sunny growing up, and it does so in a way that is handled very sensitively and smartly. Sunny is a lovable character whose adventures continue in Swing It Sunny and Sunny Rolls the Dice. All right, friends, that brings us to book number 7, Tom's Midnight Garden. When Tom's brother gets sick, he is shipped off to the country where he is to stay with his aunt and uncle. He is sure this is going to be the most boring summer of his life. But then Tom hears the grandfather clock chime 13 times, and he is transported back to a garden where he meets a young, lonely girl named Hattie. Tom returns to the garden every night to have adventures with Hattie, who mysteriously grows a little older with each visit. This story is the winner of the Carnegie Medal and is a classic of children's literature. It's perfect for all ages. Well, friends, that brings us to our 8th and final book. This was our Pact. It's the night of the annual Autumn Equinox Festival, when the town gathers to float paper lanterns down the river, and legend has it that after drifting out of sight, they'll soar off to the Milky Way and turn into brilliant stars. But could that actually be true? This year, Ben and his classmates are determined to find out where those lanterns go, and to ensure the success of the mission, they've made a pact with 2 simple rules. No one turns for home and no one looks back. All of these wonderful graphic novels are linked in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. And make sure to smash that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any free lessons, resources, or book reviews.